Direct from the transistor radio in your lounge room. It's the entertainment booth that the whole family can enjoy.
Right, first thing I will say is when your housemate and his friends challenge you to the idea of, hey, who can do the most curls in one go? Yeah, don't. God, I'm in pain. But it's self-inflicted, so I can't... I can't really complain because I was like, yeah, let's do it. 100, let's go 100. Sure, let's do 100. And now I'm paying the price. But you know, it was fun at the time, so that's all that matters, I guess. Oh, mistakes have certainly been made. Anyway, g'day ladies and gentlemen, legends of the highest regard. Welcome to the stream. I'm just some Aussie, otherwise known as Bryce Al, and I just got one question for you. How the bloody hell are ya? Hope everyone's doing fantastically. So, obviously in today's flight, we're going to be heading on leg 2 here in the world's longest walk in the piston radials. So we're going to be heading from Upington to Ghanzi, which is basically a direct north flight, which those who are flying along will have seen on the flight plan. Yeah, if you do see me wincing, it's just my muscles are screaming at me right now. The abs, the arms, the biceps, the triceps, the legs, my lower back, because we did some back squats and stuff as well. Basically, we did the whole kit, and it was just a competition with every movement we made, and I'm now paying the price. And I guarantee you, I mean, I haven't had a chance to speak to them, but I guarantee you that my housemate and his mates who got involved are probably also feeling similarly screwed by our actions. But, you know, in the long term, it's a beneficial thing. So I'll try not to complain too much about it. The six-pack will look great in a few weeks. I don't know if a few weeks is going to get me a six-pack, Sean. There's a lot of burgers that need to be removed before the six-pack shows up. You know, as I say to many people, I look at my six-pack as a very, very sacred piece of equipment that must be protected by a layer of fat at all times. To avoid any significant damages. I mean, it's all a complete load of BS, but, you know, it works. Alright, so before we go any further, I figured we'll jump into the chat, we'll say a few g'days, etc., and we will then go from there. So first up, apologies for the fact that this stream was scheduled for yesterday evening, my time. No idea why. Had no plans to stream on Saturday night. And then I got the notification on my phone, Just Some Aussie is live in 30 minutes. And I was like, sorry, what? So that was interesting in itself. And then for some reason I decided to schedule the stream an hour earlier than I usually would, which also made no sense. It's been one of those weeks where I do things and go, yeah, that's good. And then I look at it a second time and go, what? There's no way you did that. But obviously I did. So yeah, that's been fun this week. Just one of those, weeks where the ADHD is just like, I'm going to win, no matter whether you want me to or not. But anyway, it's all good. We are here, we are streaming, and we get to hang out with a bunch of pretty awesome people for the next couple of hours. So it could be worse, could be a lot worse. Anyway, so we have Mr. Sean Dale here. G'day, Sean, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing really well. Let me just change that. That's going to reset my chat. Of course it is, but that's all right. Now it means I can see all messages. Also, as I did say in the chat, I think I might just actually remove the connected music from the intro, because I think that's what's causing the problem. For some reason, Streamlabs doesn't seem to be recognizing the reduction in decibels of the audio from the introduction that I'm doing in Wondershare. So I'm wondering if I just mute it and then play music from Epidemic Sound like I'm about to in a second, like we usually would. I'm wondering if that might just solve the problem without me having to put in, hours and hours of work basically restarting the intro and the outro all over again. So I'll give that a shot. Don't know if I'll do it today because I've got 3 streams scheduled. So get used to this face, because if you come to all 3, you're going to see it a lot. Right, so we said g'day to Sean. We've also got Mr. HazXR, who says hello, hello. Haz, I still haven't gone and got your bloody soundboard. Although I do have a few new soundboards, but I haven't gone and got yours yet. I really should do that. But mate, g'day, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing bloody awesome. Mr. Glitch is here. He says, what's up? G'day, Glitch, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully there's no more glitches in today's stream. We've already had 1 crash to desktop and 1 Streamlabs crash to desktop. So it's a good start. Gnud is not a full stop, Sean. I believe it is just a waypoint in the air, I believe. Mr. Anth, g'day, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing bloody awesome. Love the Emirates tail in your profile picture. I was going to say logo, but no, profile picture. Love that. Looks really good. Mr. Cody J is here. G'day, Cody, mate. How you going? Hopefully you're back in the South Australian part of the world. Hope your journey to LA and the UK and all that was fantastic as well, mate. Hey, Aussie the Mozzie is here. G'day, Aussie, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing really awesome. And Poundy as well. I was going to say, because you've got the same color profile as Cody, I was going to be like, oh, Cody. No, but it's Poundy. G'day, Mr. Poundy, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing bloody good. And we have just been subject to a raid. Don't worry, it's not from the FBI. It's from Brett Plays. G'day, Brett Plays and viewers. Welcome to the stream. Yes, we have been going 24 minutes in the stream, and I am just doing introductions now. We had a few tech-related issues, some crash to desktops, and all that wonderful stuff that Microsoft Flight Simulator likes to include in its extra features, section. Yes, prefer the 49ers. Yeah. I mean, hey, at this point, I wouldn't be against a raid from the FBI. It would, except I'd probably be trying to report Microsoft Flight Simulator to him, being like, these guys are the ones who need to be raided. They need to get their shit together. Hey, Icarus, mate, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing fan-bloomin-tastic. All right, so before something else goes wrong, what we're going to do is we're going to get the ground power and all that on for this thing. This thing being known as a DC6, obviously. I was going to say, where is it? There it is. Ground power. Thank you very much. Then I want to turn that on. Then I want to turn on my generator control 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want to turn my inverters on. Where are my inverters? I'm probably looking directly at them and I can't see them because I have glasses. At least that's the bullshit excuse I'm going to use. Really? Why can't I see? Yeah, inverter 1 and 2. What? Yeah, there, right, in front of my... See, I told you. Didn't I tell you? I told you. And what did I tell you? Sorry. Anyway. Yes, and then we want that on normal. Okay, that's better. Now we're getting somewhere. As Crowded House said, something. Now we're getting somewhere. Anyway. Ignition switches. These. Yeah. Otherwise known as magnetos. Why did I put ignition switches on my checklist? I should have just said turn on the fucking magnetos, idiot. That would have been much easier way of explaining it. Alright, so that now means that we should have power to every single part of the aircraft. I don't know what the ground temperature here is in Upington. It's in the Southern Hemisphere, and the Southern Hemisphere is currently going into summer. So I'm just going to assume that it's probably relatively warm, and we're probably not going to need anti-ice and windshield heat on the ground. However, yep, sore muscles. However, I am going to go with... so right now we want 10 degrees and above. Absolutely. Did I just accidentally click something? Yes, I did. That's all good. Then draw 9. We probably want to go... Well, we don't want to do that. We want to do... So I reckon about... I mean, I'm not exactly familiar when it comes to Fahrenheit, but I'm going to say 72 Fahrenheit is probably a nice cabin temperature to have, no matter what the exterior temperature is. So, going to go with that. And then the cabin pressure control for the correct altitude. So we're going to go 15,000 feet today, so we need to make sure that we have the cabin pressure controller set to 15,000 feet. Otherwise, all the passengers will asphyxiate, which is, well, there's a whole heap of paperwork involved, and honestly, I don't really want to deal with that if I can. Plus, the dead bodies is a slight downer for the rest of the passengers who may survive, as you can imagine. Right, I need to now turn on the pitot heat and scoop heaters. There we go. We've got the amps up. Very good. I want to open up all the cow flaps. Moo. No, not the cow, not the cow flaps, the cow flaps. I guess you could say I've got beef with the English language. All right, there we go. They're all open. Whilst we're here, let's put on all the lights, seeing as we can use the ground power to make that a thing. And I'll also turn on the ADF and the... I was going to say, why isn't my GPS on? Everything's all good. Don't stress, it's all good. We're where we need to be. Jesus. I was like, oh shit, how do I turn this stuff on? Never mind, don't worry. It's literally listed on my prep list. I was going to call this the prep list. Now, please take your knife, chop up your onion, add it to your food process. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong video. Right, so then I need to unlock my gust lock, set my... how do I... Beautiful, there we go, unlocked that. I want to set my engines to auto-rich. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just set my bank account to auto-rich in the process? I'd be very, very happy with that. Right, and then I want to leave that unlocked for the moment. Then I want to do my tank selectors. Tank selector 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All right. Now, we should be in a position, hopefully, here to start, I would think. Yes, very true. Very true, Sean. Remember to turn V-lock to GPS. Otherwise, the plane ain't going to follow the AP. Garwin says 72 is comfy. Yeah, okay, cool. So I was definitely onto it. 72 equals 23 degrees. That's perfect. That's perfect. Whether it's like 40 degrees outside or 15 degrees outside, 23 degrees C is pretty nice. So I will definitely leave it at that. Cabin pressure is usually set to 10k inside. Is it really going? Okay, well, I will do that next time. For now, I've already set it to 15, so I'll just roll with it. But that's interesting information. Appreciate that. Right, those are the prop pitch switches. Okay, so they're the ones where you can increase the RPM and decrease the RPM really quickly if you need a quick, burst. See, even I'm learning things whilst we're doing this. All right, so Control 6. Whilst we're here, I will change the CDI to GPS, because otherwise I guarantee you if I don't do it now, I just will forget to do it. The other thing I need to make sure is... actually, I need to make sure we've got some background music. Let's throw in some background music, shall we? Because I've just realised I've forgotten to do that. Hang on. Where is Epidemic? There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now, we're obviously going to start with engine number 4, like so. Yep, so engine selector. I think that's all we need to do, and then it's just the start, prime, boost, listen for the... So let's do that. So, yeah, that's the thing I was missing. I need to turn on a fuel pump, otherwise we're getting nowhere. All right. That one's running. We good. Take the fuel booster pump off. Turn that one. Oh, hang on. That may have been potentially a bad idea. Oh no, maybe not. It did stay running. That's interesting, because the switches weren't quite finished doing what they needed to do. So I feel like I got very lucky there. Oh, it's such a nice sound, isn't it? Those piston radials as they get going, it's just so good. Oh, William, yeah, absolutely. You'll see from the startup procedure, William, you'll probably notice a lot of similarities and things, because I think the DC6 is about 10 years younger than a DC3, or just under 10 years younger than a DC3, and you can already see the technological progression between the two aircraft. You know, like some of the things just make a lot more sense than they do in the DC3. Not that the DC3 doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. All right, fuel booster 2 on, engine selector 2. Go. Beautiful. This is quite amazing actually, because usually you wouldn't be able to get the DC6 to start like all 3 or 4 engines in one go without at least having one engine that fails to start usually. So I'm pretty impressed. I have not seen the stream by Flying Fabio of the Dash 7. However, I did know that somebody was working on a Dash 7. I just can't remember who, but it was someone. What livery do I have? Is it standard? Yes, it's from the PMDG Controls Center, Operations Center, whatever it's called. Yeah, it's a standard livery. Oh, come on. Now I'm having internet problems. Oh my god. I don't know if it's coming through for you guys, but having serious internet issues here right now. Simworks Studios, the same people that make the Kodiak are making the Dash 7. Very nice. Very, very nice. They make a great, great product. So, yeah. I might, if Fabio's one of the ones on Twitch who saves his streams for 28 days or whatever, I might go and have a bit of a look-see at that because, yeah, I don't mind the idea of a Dash 7. Alright, we have all 4 engines running. Turn that to off. Reset the camera. Go. Just make sure that everything is happening. Manifold pressure's good. RPM is good. Oil pressure is a little bit questionable on the engines we've just started, but that's not really surprising. Oil temperature is hot on one side and terrible on the other, which is also not great. But the carb air is a good temperature. And fuel pressure is good temperature as well. Alright, so... yeah, oil pressure has completely died on one of the engines. On both of the... that's on engine 1 and 2. There is basically no oil pressure. That's interesting. I wonder if that's being reflected over here on the tablet. Yeah, engine 3 and 4 are in catastrophic stress range for oil pressure. Interesting. Okay. So, Control 6, what I want to do then is yeah. Correct. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn off engine 3 and 4 because they were getting no oil pressure at all. Which is not a good idea in an old school piston radial. Not a good idea at all. So, all we have to do is we're just going to have to restart those engines again. That should be the fix. So we just need to do engine 3 and 4. And just make sure that we watch the oil pressure this time. It may not happen because I turned the magnetos off. Whoops. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. This is not going well right now. We've just lost all oil pressure to all engines. Oil pressure won't come up until you put 5. Yeah, so the throttle's already had movement in it, Sean. And that's why I elected to turn off all the engines and start again, because it's just too risky to have 5% throttle in and no oil pressure coming up at all. So we will do the engine start once more. It doesn't take very long to get them all started, and yeah, we'll just hope that the oil pressure comes up this time the way it's meant to. This is the fun of piston radials here, ladies and gentlemen, and this is also what I get for saying earlier on, geez, it's quite weird to start the DC6 without having any issues relating to the engine starts. And now that obviously the DC6 heard me and it's just like, you have no idea what we're about to do.
It's not the same. If I close my eyes, maybe I'll feel you again.
This is really not... We are getting no oil pressure whatsoever.
Draw it out with your hands, cover every inch of my pain. I've crossed to the other side. I turn my promises into lies. Go until the morning light, falling in your arms tonight.
I hate to be that person going, but we are sitting RPM wise, we are sitting almost on the red line, and we still don't have oil pressure. This is the confusing part of this.
Hey, I don't know your name.
All right. I've never had the oil pressure be this, Darwin's still going on about his, more RPMs, more oil pressure. I'm just going through my checklist now, making sure that I haven't Right, so now we've been on 100% throttle now for a few minutes, and we now have completely lost fuel pressure as well. So we have no oil pressure and no fuel pressure. Right. I think something's broken. Something's very, very broken. So the mixture is good. There's no excessive RPM or engine RPM. There's no excessive overboost. The cylinder head temperature is okay. The oil temperature is okay. The carburetor is cold. And the oil pressure is catastrophic engine stress. Right. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder, Garwin, if the maintenance crew forgot to put oil in the engines, because we're getting nothing. Okay, the oil pressure gauge moved for a moment there, so now I'm... My God. The joys of old school aircraft. Is there any, like, oil pressure boost pumps or something? Ah, that's just the thing that tells us that we've got oil pressure issues. I don't know, the thing that my God, the oil temperature is off the scale. Like, catastrophic oil temperature as well. Yeah, no damage to any of the engines. How you going, Kangaroo, mate? Welcome to the stream. We're having issues with the DC6 refusing to get oil pressure. Oh, maintenance manager. Yeah, actually, good point, Sean. Yeah, no, all the, you know what? Let's just repair everything and see if that solves. And we just got to crash to desktop. Okay, I think the DC6 may not like Sim Update 11, ladies and gentlemen. I think that might be the problem that we're discovering here, is that the DC6 doesn't quite work with Sim Update 11. Where is the PMDG Operations Center? Because I did download an update for the DC6 after Sim Update 11, but now I'm wondering if there's another one in there that might be going to solve our problems. No, there's no update available for the DC6. That's alright, we will restart the sim. The DC6 doesn't take a huge amount of time to actually get started, so we'll restart the sim, we'll get out there. And this time, before we start the aircraft, I'll just make sure that everything in the maintenance manager and all that is serviced to the point of brand new. And then if it still doesn't work, I will we'll go and stream the Cam Air 480 Twin Navion instead. Which is not perfect, but I still want to get a stream done. So we will just swap streams if the DC6 keeps being very temperamental. Oh, DC6 hasn't been updated. So obviously the update I downloaded then after Sim Update 11 was released had obviously been out for a little bit, and I was just being lazy. That's cool. That's cool. So it appears maybe PMDG needs to give us a DC6 update, possibly. Let's see what happens when I take it all back to basics and basically start like a dumb pilot who's never flown an aircraft before, and make sure that all maintenance is first where it's meant to be, and then we'll go from there. Kangaroo, it turns out I don't know how to fly it either. Even though I've flown it quite a few times. But hopefully, Mr. Kanga, this time round everything works perfectly, and with any luck, you should be able to see how to do it. If not, there's actually a video on the channel, Kangaroo, that is legitimately like a guide to how to fly the DC6 from cold and dark to engine shutdown procedure at the other airport when you arrive. It's about an hour and a half to give you an idea of just how in-depth and complex the DC6 is. But if you're keen on learning how to fly it, I promise you will know how to after watching that video. Alright, let's put ourselves in a parking area, get the time set correctly. Yeah, so definitely, Sean, sounds like there is definitely a need to update the DC6. That's the vibe I'm getting. Because there's currently a 737 update sitting in the PMDG Operations Center. So they just clearly need to get one together for the DC6. Okay, let's go back through, get that ground power and stuff on. so. Cool. Fuck you. Bloody touchy sim that it is. I don't know. Right, so we want to go and do the temperature control like that. Then I want to get that cabin pressure thing set up properly. Boom, there we go. Right, that's that. Then I need to turn on the pitot and scoop heaters, get the lights on, get our VHF, our hello, there we go, GPS, and get our communications on, open up those cowl flaps. Then we need to go to the tablet and perform maintenance, and then that is oh no, hang on, I need to disengage the gust lock like so, get the mixtures to auto rich, and the tank selectors to main. Cool, so now we're in the position to do an engine start, so let's go to the tablet and make sure that everything is where it needs to be. So, maintenance manager, repair, that, top air, here we go. That's better. That's much better. We actually have the amount of oil that's required now. Okay. So. Now let's see if it behaves the way it's meant to.
12.
Yeah, MIDI, we've had 2 crashes to desktop and 2 failed engine starts with no oil pressure readings. So, things have been going well. G'day, Vruden. I believe it did. I've got a little card to go collect an item from the post office. It came to me on Friday evening, so there's not anything I can do until tomorrow. Oh, well, we've got oil pressure. That's a good sign. We have oil pressure. Okay, so now the question is, what happens once all the engines are started?
3, 6, 5.
William, we had another crash to desktop. Right. Then we go engine number 2. But right now, William, we have oil pressure, we have normal oil temperature, we have fuel pressure. Before I did the start this time, I conducted manual maintenance on the DC6 as opposed to just trusting that everything was okay in the maintenance manager on the tablet, and it seems to have solved the problem. Oh, you're playing PMDG tonight, Fruden. That is such a good game. Such a good game. Okay. This is a good sign. We have 4 engines that are started. Well, almost started. We're just waiting for the prime and boost to switch off. There we go. That's done that. Main fuel booster pump off. Engine selector off. Okay. Now let's just check. We have oil pressure in all engines. We have fuel pressure. The oil temperature is scarily low, but that's not necessarily the end of the world, because that usually can be solved by... So nothing's in the red, so I should just be able to bring the RPMs up. She's a bit rough this morning. Just having a bit of a rattle around. All right, so that should have hopefully put some flaps in, maybe. Why can't I see the flaps thing? There it is. Ah, yep, beautiful. Flaps are at 15, which is what we want. We're going to keep the RPMs at 1500 just whilst we warm everything up. So we're just going to wait for the green ticks on the engine visualizer on the fly pad. Right, so now I need to go across to the plain battery. And then, yeah, I need to go down to the tablet, remove the ground powered unit. Remove the ground powered unit. Set the barrow. Flaps are set. This plane is why they don't have square windows in an airplane. I didn't know that, no, Vruden. But is it to do with like just maintaining cabin air pressure and issues relating to that? Well, she's not shaking around like a complete... The oil temperature is still questionable on one side of the aircraft, but everything else is good. So, unless the... Yeah, so the engine stress visualizer says everything is okay. other than the carburetor temperature, and that's simply just going to come up as we go. Okay, so I think we are in a position now where we're ready for pushback. So there is next to no wind. The active runway is runway 35. So we just need to figure out the best way to taxi over to 35 is to go to the left. Okay. All right, cool. Let's push back, shall we? Ah, there you go, Bruton. G'day, KC Plane Spotting, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing bloody good. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, Bruton. That makes sense. They just don't pressurize it, yeah, so they just try and keep it between 10 and 15,000 feet. No, that's not a DC3, Bruton, that's correct, that's a DC6. I most certainly did, Mitty. I most certainly did. I said, g'day, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And that we've had 2 crashes to desktop and 2 failed engine starts with oil pressure. Oh, you were talking about the DC3, Bruton. Aha. So basically what you're saying is they learnt their lesson with the DC3 when they were building the DC6, which I guess is a good thing. Oh my god, my arms. Oh, wow. No, it's okay, Mitty, it's okay. I mean, to be fair to you, Mitty, you just got out of bed, so you're probably only half with us. That was me a couple of hours ago in Brett's stream. I was only half there. I proceeded to ask him what aircraft he was flying, even though the stream literally said Beechcraft Model 18. So, you know. Okay, just roll forwards then, DC6. That's fine, that's fine. Cool. Alright, let us taxi this thing. Sean! That's very true, William. I said hello. That is very true. Right, so it's a bit of a weird taxi at this airport. You said, oh, so is that why you're going to be in BeamNG tonight, Fruit? And you're going to be taxiing. You're going to be driving on your wheel. Ooh. So I know this looks completely insane, but this is in fact the taxiway to get to runway 35. It's yeah. And this is following little nav map, so you know it's correct. When I said this was an interesting airport, I really meant it. Yeah, massively wide taxiway. No, I've managed to miss the building just missed the building. Yeah, it is a deep dive, but it is absolutely spectacularly good game. It is so much fun. This, this taxiway is something else. It is something else. How do you know when you're flying out of remote airports in Africa when they build sort of makeshift taxiways into the dirt? Oh, this is great. This is amazing. I've never, ever, ever done a taxiway like this before in my life. I know this looks weird, but I am following the taxiway markers on little nav map. I'm wondering now if Bing Maps has not quite picked up the taxiways properly. Because this doesn't seem right. This does not seem right. Yes, exactly. It might work better here. That is very true, William. That is very true. But it's definitely taking us to the runway. There's no doubt about that. We are definitely coming up to the runway. We're playing Farm Simulator. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Farming Sim 2023. Early access. You can fly planes, crop dusters in the new sim. Uh-oh. Ooh. I thought we were going to get another crash to desktop there. If we do have another CTD, I will probably grab the Twin Navion and we'll do a world adventure flight. Just because clearly if we have another CTD, there's issues with the DC6. The warning light, William, is just because I've got the engines at full idle. It's just letting me know that the RPM's not quite where it needs to be, so it's not getting the correct pressures to the motor. But you'll see now that as soon as I've given it a bit of throttle, that orange light has disappeared. Alright, gear up. Let's go. Welcome back, HazXR. Just in time. 2 failed engine starts and 2 crash to desktops later. We are up in the air. Hopefully we can stay up in the air.
Yes, we can.
That's exactly right, Mitty. Yes, we can. Cool. Stop it from making a random turn. All right.
Yes, we can.
Okay. There appears to be a problem. I'm not sure what the problem is, but I'm going to... Right, we've lost all oil pressure again. Okay, clearly the DC6 is broken. Clearly the DC6 is broken. So, what I'm going to do now is we're going to turn back towards the airport. And we're going to make an engine out landing. And then we're going to come back and stream in the Twin Navion. Because we just lost all 4 engines. Wow. Yeah, nothing's happening if I give it the beans. So something's gone very wrong. We may not even make the, we may not make the airport here. We're not making the airport, so I'm going to make an emergency landing here in the fields. Yeah, that was so there is definitely something wrong with the DC, because as you can see, we topped up all the engine oils before takeoff to the full maximum amount, and they've all basically been drained just during the takeoff, which is not correct. That's not what's supposed to happen. So there's definitely issues with the DC6. So we will be back. I don't know how long, maybe 15, 20 minutes. Depends how long it takes me to get the twin Navion set up. But we will be back and we will stream the twin Navion instead. And we'll wait for a DC6 update. And then we'll come back in the DC6 once it's had its update. Because I could start on the runway, but I mean, we've now tried to start and get off the ground in this thing 3 or 4 times. Enough's enough, you know? There's only so many times we're an hour and a half into the stream and we still haven't departed. There's only so many times I'll try something before it's sort of like, right, you either way, Sean, there's issues. So I'll be back in another stream in a few minutes, hopefully.